So how about that Millennium Falcon that you and I just 7-starred not too long ago? It's old, disgusting, and on top of it, it's been nerfed.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
But guess what? We got a brand new Millennium Falcon for you to consider and add to your roster now that your Millennium Falcon isn't as good as before. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new ship here. We got young Lando's Millennium Falcon here, and it's piloted by Lando himself, the young version, as well as L337. So in case you didn't know, with this brand new ship, we have two characters coming along with it, young Lando Calrissian and L337, and I made a video at the same time as this one's going live that goes over all their kits. So if you want to go check out young Lando and L337, click on the card in the top right-hand corner. But what I want to do today is talk about this brand new ship and what we can expect. So let's just get into it and talk about this ship because it has a very interesting ship kit, and this is the first ship that's kind of made with the brand new reinforcements and the ship 2.0 reworks. This is kind of the brand new ship that kind of be paired along with this update that we got recently, and as we're going to see eventually with this reinforcement bonus, we kind of want to make this ship the very last reinforcement it seems like, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves and first look at the basic. The basic is called Buckle Up. Deal physical damage to a target enemy and inflict offense down for 2 turns, and this attack deals 25% more damage against debuffed enemies. And if you go watch the video about Lando and L337, Lando gets a lot of bonuses for debuffed enemies, so they're kind of carrying that attribute over here for his ship. And the ability attached to L337, it's called Calculated Enhancement. Deal physical damage to a target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. And Lando's Millennium Falcon gains plus 5% critical chance and plus 5% offense, which is stacking for each buff dispelled until the end of the encounter. So this will be great, especially for when Boba Fett comes into battle with this Slave One. We know how many buffs he comes with. He comes with retribution, critical damage immunity, and all that great stuff. Well, this seems like a counter to kind of rip off all those buffs off Boba Fett, or to constantly perhaps remove the buff from Biggs because he's always taunting. A lot of use out of this ability right here. Now, this ability doesn't seem that exciting. It's called Double Down. Deal physical damage to a target enemy with only a 70% chance to grant defense penetration up to self and another random ally for 2 turns. Doesn't seem that exciting. I would at least think for something like this be guaranteed to get defense penetration up, but this actually might have some higher damage output to make up for the fact that the ability itself seems a little lackluster. As we see, since this is a ship that's designed to be an attacker, we're getting a lot of bonuses to try to amp out the damage output for this ship, especially with coin toss. Lando's Millennium Falcon has plus 5% critical damage for each enemy without a buff. And at the start of its turn, Lando's Millennium Falcon has a plus 50% chance each to dispel a random ally debuff. The list gets long here, hold on. To dispel a random enemy buff, target lock a random enemy, and grant speed up for 2 turns to a random ally, and these effects can't be evaded or resisted. So at the beginning of Lando's turn, 4 things can happen, and each of those things has a 50% chance independently to happen during his turn. So a lot of stuff can happen, and the problem is, do we want to have this ship start earlier, or do we want it to have to start later? Because the reinforcement bonus looks very juicy. It's called All In, and when you max it out, when Lando enters the battle, the Millennium Falcon gains critical damage up for 2 turns and copies all buffs on all other ships for 2 turns, kind of like Grandmaster Yoda, and Lando's Millennium Falcon takes a bonus turn for each reinforcement previously called in by the allied capital ship this encounter. So it seems good, and as we look at the reinforcements, we can call up to 3 reinforcements before Lando gets called in, which makes us wonder, do we want to use this ship as early as possible because of all the other stuff going on, the buff dispelling, the increased damage output, or do we want to wait so he gets a lot of turns, he comes in and does some crazy stuff? You're kind of taking a gamble because with ships nowadays, you don't know if you're going to get to your last reinforcement. Things can end really quickly, or the battle might get really drawn out and you call it Lando. So we're going to go into battle and kind of try it out. I mean, ships is kind of up in the air right now, but this ship seems to be tailored towards all this brand new stuff that we have right now. Getting into battle now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Lando as one of the very last reinforcements. I'm going to hope that the battle lasts as long as possible. I'm going to try to purposely stretch out this battle as long as possible so we can try to see what Lando does when we save him as the very last reinforcement. So here we go. But there's going to probably be some argument to maybe push him up further and maybe not even have him as a reinforcement, or perhaps call him earlier as a reinforcement. A lot of ways to go about it, but we're just going to have to kind of play it by ear because ships right now, it's definitely in a lingo mode. I'm still trying to learn it because there's times where it feels like you're winning the battle, and then all of a sudden, everything just turns on you, and you don't even know what happened there. All right, here we go. Boba Fett just came in. See, now, here's one I kind of wonder if having Boba Fett come in early is something I should consider due to the fact that the Slave 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buffs on it that the Millennium Falcon can steal. But we're going to keep holding up strong, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to call in... The reason why I have the Phantom here is because when you call it in, it reduces the capital ship's reinforcement calling ability by 1, which means I can call in a reinforcement back to back, kind of speeding up the process to get Lando on the map. Let's see if we can maybe apply some target lock with this ability right here. There we go. We got some target lock. Let's bump up Biggs' protection. I don't want to touch Boba Fett because that's just gonna come back and bite me in the butt. All right, cool. Biggs got his taunt still. Come on. I'm hoping that we get it. Oh, there we go. Wiped him out. Okay. So a ship for a ship, a Biggs for a Biggs here. All right. So now we're going to call in the next capital ship, which I'm wondering if it's worth. Let's do this. We're going to call in Boba Fett. All right. So we get all the stuff that they just had. Here we go. We have the Retribution, Critical Chance, Crit Immunity. It's a lot of great stuff. One of the best ships after this update. All right. Let's hit him. I'm hoping knowing my luck, we're gonna lose right before we're able to call in Lando. That's my biggest fear, because I really need to see what he does when we call him in. Because I've tested him out before, but I tested him as a non-reinforcement, so it's gonna be a bit trickier to make sure I time everything right to get him to be a reinforcement. All right, get rid of him. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can finish off their TIE pilot that's hiding back there. Oh, dodged, of course. Of course they dodge. Even after their nerf, they still dodge me. All right, so we're getting close to calling in another reinforcement. So we have one more reinforcement, and then Lando is all set up here. Here we go. He's a basic. All right. Boba Fett's taking a beating. Oh, boy, please. Oh, okay. Today. All right, I'm kind of worried. I might not make it. All right, so we might have to just do it. We might have to call in Lando's ship. We're going to call in Lando's ship because things aren't looking too well, and I want to remove that buff right here. So we should be able to take, I believe, 2 additional turns. We're going to see, so Lando enters battle, critical damage up for 2 turns, copies all buffs, so we should be able to get that Retribution from Boba Fett, and then Lando's Millennium Falcon takes a bonus turn for each reinforcement previously called. So here we go. We should get potentially 3 turns, I think, 1 and then 2 additional ones. Look at all those buffs. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff going on there. So we have a couple of turns, which this one is the buff dispelling. Hold on, one of them is the buff dispelling ability. Here we go. We're gonna dispel all the buffs on Lando, or on the Boba Fett. Let's slow it down. All right. Ooh, 34,000 damage on a non-crit. Not bad, not bad. Here we go. Let's go and let's put some offense down, and we're gonna get bonus damage for the debuffed enemy. Here we go. Oh, 109,000 damage, people. There we go. Holy moly. That was some good damage. So we got a couple of turns out of that right there. So, I mean, that was pretty good. There's their Lando. Their Lando just tore me apart. Okay. Well, they had the... Jesus, screw you. All right, well, their Lando was able to show what it's like when they went through all their reinforcements, and he went to town as well. So this is what I'm talking about. Is this ship meant to be like one of those finish him type of ships where the ship battle's getting close, and then you want to save it towards the end, because when you bring it towards the end, he's just going to try to finish off whatever ships are left. It's a pretty good ship to have in the reinforcements. I definitely think this is a ship for the reinforcements, but let's go try another battle now. All right, let's try that again. I don't know if this fleet, if they have Lando in the background. That other one threw me by surprise with them having Lando in the background. So the Geonosians, very good combo. As I said in previous video with the Mobile Gamer, don't hit the Starfighter. Take out their soldier as fast as you possibly can before they start hiding under stealth and getting all the bonuses. We have to do this. We have to go ahead and yeah, we got to do this. We got to remove some turn meter off them. Yeah, because once you hit the spy's Starfighter, then they both hide under stealth, and now I can't get to the soldier. It's a catch-22 situation. Yikes, that's why they're so good. That's why they're so good. Let's start calling in a reinforcement. Let's do Boba Fett. All right, I'm not even going to bother. I could do a triple attack, but I don't want to hit him. I want to make sure I don't make anyone go under stealth. All right, close, and there goes. All right, cool. So the Geonosian soldiers all out of business here. Let's finish off their bigs. Okay, so they're calling in a reinforcement. Now, I'm going to try... I don't know how long this battle will last for, but I'm going to try again to get my Lando to go as later as possible so I can get more attacks out and do some crazy stuff like the previous battle with the ship, the enemy ship. All right, let's juice up our turn meter, all that other, or juice up our damage output. Perfect. All right, here we go. Sunfac is going to take a couple hits. So, I mean, from what I'm seeing, a Mobile Gamer's fleet kind of threw me by surprise. It seems like he's also thinking that the Lando ship should be as far back as possible in the reinforcements. I mean, we still have a lot to learn with these new ships, but I think that might be the case. All right, I'm kind of ahead of the game a bit. We're going to call in the Phantom, which will allow us to call in the Ghost right away, back to back to back. Let's do, you know, I don't want it to attack. I want to try to stall this as long as possible. We'll put a target lock on. All right. They should call in a reinforcement. They have the Phantoms. They're doing the same thing as me. The Phantom will help you quickly get through your reinforcements a lot faster than usual. All right. Let's get a nice... Oh, jeez. You thought Lando's ship was interesting? Look at that. 102,000 damage. Holy cow, Sabine. That was pretty insane. Now, I could end the battle right here, but I want to try to get Lando's ship to come out a bit later. The whole point is not to win the battle at the moment. It's to showcase Lando. So let's do this. We're going to call in the Ghost now. I'm going to try to avoid the big damage dealing attacks. We should do an expose or something. There we go. Come on, take a turn. Oh, okay, all right. Perfect. All right, I'm fine with that. As I said, I'm purposely trying to stall out this battle as long as possible. All right. They already got their ship all fixed up, so we're getting close to calling in our last reinforcement here. Let's see, who's the weaker hitter? Oh, geez, probably the TIE Fighter. All right. All right, cool. So they're calling in their reinforcements, so we should for sure be able to get an opportunity to call in the... Well, hopefully it's not... Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, this does not look good at all. Hold on. Oh, boy. We might actually not get Lando in here. Okay. All right. Come on. There we go. All right, so we're going to call in Lando, and we should get a ton of buffs. Look at this. All right, we're going to call in Lando's ship. Here we go. Holy cow. Look at all that stuff. So first things first, I wanted to dispel all the buffs on the other ship right here. Here we go. 83,000 damage. Very nice. Let's see, we're not going to use that one just yet. We're going to use the basic. Basic should be able to finish it off. Here we go. 73,000 damage and finishing blow. I think this is what Lando's ship is meant to be. You're taking a gamble with having Lando's Millennium Falcon be one of your last reinforcements. You might not ever get to it because you're winning, because you're losing really quickly. But in case battles are being drawn out, which does happen a lot, Lando's ship kind of puts the finishing blow, puts the final few nails in the coffin. Those three turns right there help me win the battle right there. But you guys let me know down below. I mean, I know ships is still up in the air. Not many people are interested in it. Some people have a reinvigorated interest in it. I found this ship kind of fun. I'm hoping it becomes free to play a couple months down the road, and I will definitely farm this when it comes out. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out the Young Lando and L337 reveal breakdown that I put out today. Again, the card's in the top right hand corner. And if you did enjoy this video, go ahead, leave me a like, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And as always,